Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now, I know a lot of you have been enjoying the setup videos, so I thought today it's time to finally get you guys in on the action. I'm going to be looking at some of the setups that have been submitted on my Twitter, my Reddit, and my OnlyFans. Nah, I'm just kidding about the OnlyFans one. No one messages me on there anyway. So today I thought I'd be commenting about your setups. You know, providing a few helpful suggestions here and there, and for a few of them, maybe have a little cheeky laugh at somebody's expense.
This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Whether you need a domain, website, or an online store, make it happen with Squarespace.
Anyway, without further ado, let's get critiquing. First off, we have No Opposite, who sent this classic Boy Who Lived setup in his understairs cupboard. I really like this one. It's clean, there's great use of space, has a cute little dog. What more could you possibly want from a setup? Sadly, that ceiling is going to stop you from putting in a standing desk, my number one go-to. But if you're working out of a cupboard, you might as well do with a sitting desk, I'm afraid. Next up, we have Connor Edits, coming in hard with this huge flex of a setup. Not only is he rocking the triple monitor setup and the huge TV, he's also decided to opt in for a Sidemen themed color theme. Cyan and magenta, aka the two-tone, my favorite, as you can probably tell from my background as well. Something about those colors, the retro vibes, I love them. Very nice and calming. I also spot some cameras up there in the cabinet too, and what I think looks like a drone under the TV. And my man Connor has even got a vodka stash on hand. This guy is fully prepared. Well done on the setup. I just know that when you saw my tweet, you were like, now is my chance to finally show my man cave. It's finally time. And here's a submission from Reddit by Callum Twig. I think this one's very clean, Callum. It's looking good. I'm loving the monitors, and you've got a nice, pretty aesthetic lighting going on here as well. The space is a little, well, barren, don't you think? There's nothing wrong with injecting a little bit more of your own personality in there. You could get something up on the walls, maybe some plants. I don't know, maybe even get some Funko Pops around the place. Or better yet, do what No Opposite did with our first submission and get a little dog. That'll round up the setup nicely for you. M_Tings473 has sent me this poor quality and out of focus picture for their setup. Spent 4 hours and $5,000 on this spectacular setup. You know what? M_Tings473. I don't believe you. I don't see anything in that picture that looks like it's worth $5,000, and I'm not trying to insult you here. It's mainly a dig at your camera work. I literally can't see anything in this photo. For all I know, that could be a Razer Blade 15, and they'll run you over $4,000 on their own. But my instinct is telling me though that that's not a Razer Blade 15, and that you've just sent this in for a laugh. But on the off chance if you didn't, here's my setup advice. Get a new one! And like M_Tings473, I've had some other setups sent to me that I refuse to believe are real, because if they are, they're making my heart hurt. My hacking station. Kabuhu sent in this toilet rig. I obviously know this isn't real setup. I feel like I had to include it because the moment I saw it, it straight away reminded me of JJ's setup. Except this one looks a little bit less dusty.
Oh my god, yeah, bro, don't.
Bruh.
Oh my god, like, I know. Bro, it's never been opened. Why would I open that?
We now have Suitable Bad 8697 with a themed setup room. Shed, layer, it's pretty cool. I like this. Now, stop me if I'm wrong here. Something about this setup that's suggesting to me that you may be a fan of a certain famous sci-fi franchise. It's always good to meet a Star Trek fan. Bad dad jokes aside, this is a pretty cool spot. Cable management's pretty clean. Lego is a sign of a man or woman of taste, and I like it. Our next entry is I Am Tamid, who knows how much I love a side of motion sickness with my setups. Very nice job there. I see you have your laptop connected to a larger monitor with your Xbox on the right-hand side over there, and what appears to be a Razer keyboard and mouse. Cable management, average. I'd like to maybe see what it looks like under your desk. Is it just as tidy? And I'm digging the mouse mat. Also liked how you've illuminated the back of your table by sticking an LED strip behind it. Good tactics. There's a lot of you out there that like making aesthetically pleasing looking setups. You know, I'm not the only one out there, clearly. I've had like hundreds of replies with your setups from one tweet. So me being a videographer and editor, my setup means everything to me. It allows me to focus and have a nice space for me to concentrate and do my work at. I don't particularly game, so that's why you don't see me with like loads of gaming monitors and gaming keyboards. You know, I kind of just use this for work and editing. It's essentially the core of my business. And that's where the sponsor of today's channel, Squarespace, might interest you as well. As a videographer, I often get asked by potential clients if they can see my work. So having a website where everything is on show and is optimized for multiple devices has helped me secure some jobs in the past. So if you also have a business or you're planning to start something up, maybe just even a personal portfolio, the then why not give yourself a social presence by creating a website? Squarespace is a service for website building and hosting. You can create web pages using their pre-built templates and drag and drop elements to create web pages. And they offer a variety of different plans. And you can always upgrade to a more advanced package once you need the extra features, such as a fully integrated e-commerce shop if you're planning on selling either digital products or physical goods. One particularly nice feature of Squarespace is its video backgrounds design feature. This can turn an already nice looking Squarespace template into a stunning one. This feature lets you use a YouTube or a Vimeo URL to create a looped video background for your Squarespace site. And because Squarespace has sponsored this video, I'm able to offer a 14-day free trial. And when you're ready to launch your site, use my code Constantine to get 10% off your purchase. The link's in the description, so give that a click and check it out for yourself. Moving on, we have Sahid coming in next with a swish looking setup. Definitely mine. I don't know how much to believe you there. I mean, why would you say that if it is definitely yours? You know what? I need some sort of proof. Like, you know when in films they kidnap someone and they hold up a newspaper next to the... Hold on, I'm going to stop myself there. I'm now thinking of Jingle All the Way when one of the elves holds up a Turboman doll and says, "This was taken this morning," with the latest newspaper headlines. I need some sort of proof, and don't ask why I've got a Turboman doll at hand. Mind your own business. It was a Christmas present. But yeah, this is what I like to call the anti-home invader setup. Picture this: chilling at your desktop, getting on with some work, or having a game sesh at the end of a long day, when suddenly you hear a crash downstairs and you realize you might be an unfortunate victim of a home invasion. But luckily for you, you're not too worried, because you have a 3-foot railgun with arm's reach just above your monitor. Shall I take my setup? I don't think so. And if that fails, you can always fall back on those 3-space handguns. I don't know what franchise those guns are from. Maybe Disney? Feel free to let me know in the comments below. You guys seem to know a lot, judging from the previous video where you told me multiple times about the racetrack that I've totally forgotten by now. Now, Joe over at Average Joe's Joinery really understands the assignment here with this beautiful minimalistic setup. Bonus points go out to you because that is custom made. Very cool stuff. I'm loving the wall mountable MacBook Pro stand. It's a very clever use of space, especially seeing as it keeps the wires tidy and off the desk. Cash Eyes 8 sent me this next entry, and I have to say, it's pretty perfect. And there's not a huge amount that I'd change here, except maybe throw in a standing desk and a braided cable sleeve for a few of those loose wires to eliminate a trip hazard. But aside from that, yeah, it's pretty spot on. Mr. Dink Panther with this smooth tri-monitor setup. I'm really liking the overall aesthetic here. One thing that did catch my eye though, that isn't setup related, is that whiteboard over there on the side. Robbery sets, key locations, vehicles, Police and Criminal Evidence Act 1984. Now, do you mind sharing with the class what you're up to? Have you accidentally just shared something on the internet that you shouldn't have? Whatever it is, I hope it's above board and fully legal, my friend. You're almost there, Piggy Nator Gaming. All you need to do is swap out the cardboard box for a standing desk and you're good to go. Would you like me to help you sort out a free standing desk? I'm pretty sure FLEXISPOT, the guys who often send me free desks, maybe wouldn't mind hooking you up if I show them what you're rocking right now. So DM me, message me, let me know if you can, facilitate a desk. If you can, I'll try and get one sent out to you. No promises. I don't know where you're based or anything like that, but let's see if we can make that happen. Pratham sent this in and said that this is his student setup, and now that he wants to upgrade in the future with an iPad and an Apple Pencil. Now, there's nothing wrong with a modest setup when you're a student, and for a lot of people, building a pretty sweet setup is a gradual process, and it doesn't have to be all done at once. You can build it over weeks, months, years. The most important thing is that it's functional for your needs. And bonus points if you can really inject some of your personality into your setup too. Hopefully for now, this works out great for you. And here we have a living room setup from Josh Hen 27323746. Now, normally I don't comment on living room setups because that's just not my area of expertise. Now, this is a pretty cool looking setup, but I just can't see anywhere to put a standing desk in. So I'm out of ideas. Moving on. Although maybe let me know where you got this coffee table from, because I'm feeling that. I know you messaged me back about where you got the trees from. Big up your nan. They're awesome trees. His nan sent him the trees, by the way. But yeah, the coffee tables are nice. I like that. All right, well, we've got time for one last submission here. And this one is from Matthew_2000. Very clean setup here, Matt. You've covered all the essentials, and by the looks of it, you're rocking the ultra-wide monitor, a 3D printer, mounted surround sound speakers. You've even got a pretty cool looking dog there. There's not much for me to comment or critique here, I just thought I'd let you flex on the internet for a minute, because you've clearly put in Some hard work there. All right, well, that's all we got time for today, I'm afraid. You've sent in plenty of setups, some weird, some wonderful, but all of them pretty unique, and I've enjoyed critiquing them. If you'd like this to be a regular series, let me know in the comments below. And in the meantime, keep submitting your setups to me on the Reddit page or my Twitter. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.